do I have an art show for you tonight. Make sure...
Hey, there you are.
Ooh, does this mean you figured it out?
I've made some progress, but I'm still I don't have anything conclusive yet, but I have a hunch that it involved both...
What? You mean like in cahoots?
Shh! Like I said, it's just a hunch. Let's not get carried away. Anyway, I've written to the station, and they shouldn't take too long to get back to me. In the meantime, you'll just have to be patient. I would have gone back to the station to look into it myself, but I knew Ito was performing tonight. And Oh, wow! Sounds like I'm in for... Will the Traveler's long-serving voice finally graduate from speech to song in a triumphant victory over the Oni rocker of Hanamizaka?
Cut it out! Both of you! No.
This Miss Hina looks very familiar. Even the outfit.
I was thinking the same thing, Your Excellency, but...
She really is the spitting image.
Of who?
Goro, Kokumi, hey!
Oh, hello, you two. It's been a while.
I'm so happy to see you again.
This is a nice surprise. Paimon didn't expect to run into you.
Oh, I barely did anything. A reader for my That's Life column was asking for advice about it, so I figured I'd help out. Turned out the reader in question was Mr. Arataki Ito. Her Excellency was also very supportive of the whole thing.
An international rock and roll music festival sounded like a good way to attract tourists. And it's to bring attention to the plight of living things, right? Seems like a meaningful cause.
Yeah, apparently it has something to do with a dog that was a war hero? Although sadly probably not a true story. Have either of you heard anything about that?
Oh, you know, bits and pieces. Nothing concrete.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Those sounded suspiciously like prepared answers.
Probably because we've answered that question before. Mr. Arataki Ito came to ask us about it a while back. We'd certainly love to help if we can.
Yes, of course. Actually, I was hoping... Does Miss Hina look familiar to you at all? I have this strange feeling like I've seen her somewhere before.
Oh!
Maybe it's...
She probably just looks similar to someone you know. Like how the Traveler...
Ah, I see.
Traveler, let's get out of here. Paimon didn't realize so many people we know would be here. Better get practicing or tonight could be super embarrassing. Come on, let's head to the jam zone. Hey, Mr. Dvorak, you're still here.
Sure am. I've been checking over the equipment, scores, and lyric sheets to make sure everything's ready for tonight. Shinobu was telling me how popular light novels are here in Inazuma, so I've tweaked the melody and lyrics for a more Arataki gang feel with a light novel twist.
Light novels plus rock music, so... light rock!
I actually didn't change too much. Just took out the dog and made it about Onikabuto instead. Should be more up Ito's alley. This event couldn't have happened without him. It's my way of showing him some appreciation, I guess.
What? You got rid of the dog? But wasn't that the whole inspiration behind the festival?
Yes, but that's all it was. The initial inspiration. Doesn't matter if we change it to an Onikabuto, or you, or me, or anything else. It's the spirit of it that counts.
Spirit? What do you mean?
The spirit of rock and roll?
Okay, should have seen that coming.
It's all about the music, my friends. Just enjoy the music. That's all that matters.
Fair enough. Alright, well, speaking of enjoying music, is it alright if Paimon goes first? Paimon's got gotta get practicing or Bullchucker's gonna hog the spotlight tonight.
By all means, be my guest. I knew you'd come around to the idea of going on stage. Here's the music score and lyrics. I can't wait to see this.
Whew, let's see now. What's this song called? I got reincarnated as an Oni Kabuto and flipped the world upside down? What sort of song title is that? Is this supposed to be—
Soft rock, actually.
No peeking! You can hear them tonight when Paimon sings the song. Paimon's gonna rock so hard, Bullchucker won't—
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a night to celebrate, and I trust you're all having a wonderful time. It's been a non-stop rock and roll ride this evening, and we're almost at the end. But first, it is my huge honor to invite two very special guests to the stage. The illustrious Mr. Arataki Ito and Miss Paimon. The two of them will be performing a brand new song written specially for tonight's event. It's called I Got Reincarnated as an Oni Kabuto and Flipped the World Upside Down. Take it away.
An arrow to the heart, and the Bakedanuki shapeshifted into dark.
I weasel thief hereby bequeath all my mora. 200 goes to my pa.
300 to Mama. Poor little General Crab, only a shell remains.
Unagi, goodbye. Now rest in peace. Please don't cry.
'Cause we'll get reborn as a beetle next time.
Oni Kabuto, raise your heart.
Here's to a world beyond the storm of rosy skies.
So that's rock music, huh? It's a little different than I imagined.
Really? It's different from what I'd heard before.
So, how'd you like my performance? Did I dominate the—
Okay, Bullchucker, you got owned and you know.
Oh, stop it, you two. I think both of you are sensational.
Here, here. Really mind-blowing stuff, guys.
I call it a draw.
You think? Okay, well, what about you, my compadre? Who do you think is the most rock and roll?
Really?
Fine. My compadre wouldn't lie. Rock on, Mini Melon. Rock on.
Let's not argue anymore, shall we? Ito and Paimon, you both gave incredibly moving performance. I owe you all an enormous debt of gratitude.
Don't mention it, Jack Attack. Hey, if we hadn't met,
The spirit of rock and roll?
it means you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. Just like—
Yeah, that's obviously not what it means. Mr. Dvorak, could you please give us—
An official definition? I don't know that one exists. It's an emotional experience, as though you're hearing your own story speak to you through the music.
Funny you should say that. I was just thinking that the spirit of rock and roll is,
well, like the Onikapito in the song. Having the courage to grab life by the horns and survive against all the odds. Guess I have a better sense of rock and roll than I thought.
What about you, Yoimiya?
Oh, well, I thought it was gonna be all about that. Was that supposed to be symbolic? Like, if the dog didn't exist, maybe if there was no injured animals, then.
Oh, so for Yoimiya, the rock and roll spirit is...
Me? I hadn't given it all that much thought. I was mostly worrying about whether those paper notes Boss threw into Tenshukaku are going.
That must mean that for Shinobu, the rock and roll spirit is about keeping the Arataki gang safe.
Shinobu, seriously, you've got nothing to worry about. If the ride in...
Paimon agrees that you don't need to worry. Otherwise, Hazen definitely would have arrested Ito. But wait, where is that guy anyway? And
Oh, Doshin Shikanoin had to run back to the station, so he didn't get the chance to say goodbye to you. As for the other two, they couldn't stick around because they had a government meeting to get to.
The fact that these busy people all made time to attend the party is telling. Clearly, Ito, what can I say? It's truly been an
Well, Jack Attack, I can't take all the credit. Let's not forget the Traveler's part in all this. A lot of people only showed up because they knew she'd be here. If we do this again, we gotta make... How's that sound, compadre?
Your Excellency, I believe the Tenryou Commission detective is...
Don't worry about it, Goro. The Puppy Union was a joint venture between us and the Yashiro Commission. If we can maintain secrecy, then all the better for it. But that was never the main goal. We saved some lives, and that's what matters.
I was more worried about the potential impact on your reputation, Your Excellency. After all, some of the lives we've saved belong to the Shogunate. If someone with an agenda finds out, it could cause an uproar.
Don't worry. There might be a way to make it work out in our favor.
Really? How?
Times have changed. We and Narukami Island are supposed to be working together now. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if people discover that we were already cooperating with the Yashiro Commission even during the war.
I see.
Goro, if you want my opinion, you should be more concerned about Miss Hina than you are about this.
Miss Hina? What makes you say that?
I hear she works for That's Life magazine as well. She's young, popular, pretty, and she seems to be just as good at offering comfort to people in need as you are. So, it looks like you have some competition.
Understood, Your Excellency. I will work hard to stay ahead of the competition.
I learned something new today. I never knew that the Hydro Nation's rock music had the power to stir up lightning.
Miko, a few days ago, some strange paper notes flew into Tenshukaku, demanding that I hand over the dog. So I am here to see what on earth it was all about.
I just assumed you must have gotten yourself a...
As it happens, I also received an invitation letter via Sara. I've never heard the name Arataki before.
Ah, so you came here to make a little Oni's wish come true, hmm? So tell me, how do you plan to respond to the Fontanian musician? It sounded to me like his music was commenting on the war.
The war. I'm not sure we can give him the answer he would hope for. But if nothing else, I know that we must avoid another war at all costs. The people cannot be made to suffer like that again.
But what if the bigger war...
If it cannot be avoided, I will have no choice but to fight.
Well, if that day comes, I'm sure that everyone here tonight will fight by your side.